And we're coming to you live from Seven Ranges Entertainment, where excitement knows no bounds. In the heart of the Ohio Valley, experience the region's premier entertainment destination, redefining fun with nonstop action and unforgettable experiences. Interstate Waste Services, a fast-growing family-led company committed to reliable, eco-friendly waste solutions in the Ohio Valley. Also on our sponsors tonight, M&M Hardware. Shop local at M&M Hardware for all your spring cleaning needs. Mike Nogay Law. For over 40 years, Mike Nogay has used his courtroom and negotiating experience representing clients injured in serious truck and auto cases throughout the Ohio Valley. If you need representations, give Mike a call today at 304-723-5711. This is News 9 Sports on the go. I'm Don Sloan. He's Bill Phillips.
And
Let's try that again. He's Bill Phillips.
Wow.
Oh, magic.
And he's the Nacho Man, Don Sloan.
He's magic.
The Nacho, come on, little Nacho Man love. Little Nacho Man, come on.
There you go.
There you go.
And
who's this?
This is
Who
the
are these people?
Steubenville High School softball team, and they will do the sports challenge tonight.
What's the sports
Bill,
challenge tonight?
Bill, did you ever see the movie Saturday Night Fever?
I may have seen
A couple
bits
years
of it.
ago,
Yeah, a couple
John
years ago.
Travolta.
Yeah.
That's you tonight.
He plays Santa Claus in the commercial.
That whole
Still gets
different
out there
thing.
and dances.
Oh, he does. He's in the commercial.
Yeah.
But you got your dancing shoes on because there's some dance. There's every game you could ever see here. Okay, but back there's like a dance game, and you're going to have a dance off with the softball team.
Okay.
My money's on the girls. I think you're
absolutely.
in trouble. But remember,
But you know what?
had the right hand going.
You know, they thought they were going to get me in basketball. They thought maybe they were going to get me in skee-ball. It didn't happen. I mean, come on. You guys are in trouble.
Hey, we've got big news to make, too.
Yeah, we do.
One thing we really try to do with WTOV Sports is we try to be cutting edge. We want to be at the forefront. We had sports writing on the go all high school football season.
News9 Sports?
We've got News9 Sports on the go. And we've been doing high school football live before anybody else. Well, then we added high school basketball, high school baseball. Girls, you're ready for this. For the first time ever this year, we are going to televise girls softball, and we're doing a doubleheader on April 24th at Edison. Steubenville will play Weir High in one game, and the other game will have Indian Creek playing Edison. So how about that? So you heard it here first. Girls softball, there it is, Steubenville and Weir High, and that is April 24th at 6:30. It's on Fox 9. It's on Fox 9, Steubenville and Weir. And then the second game is Indian Creek. Oh, my goodness. The second game is Indian Creek and Edison. So we're so excited about that. But we start this week. Boy, we got a great crowd here tonight. Anyhow, we start each and every week with the Mike Nogay, attorney at law, opening statements. And we're going to start with the NFL and the Steelers. Mason, really? Could Mason Rudolph be the starting quarterback for the Steelers? Billy, what do you think?
No.
Really?
No.
We just wasted a year. We could have done that 2 years ago.
Now, here's the thing. We went back. I don't think it's going to be Russell Wilson. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the one guy that might sign.
Do you want to spend $30 million on Aaron Rodgers?
Why not?
Or maybe 40, I don't know.
He's back. He has a year after the surgery on the Achilles tendon, so he's back from that. But he's still getting older, but he can still throw the football. Mason Rudolph, I was there when he got drafted. I was there when he came in and played well in relief appearances. But I don't think he's the guy that can get you where you want to go and where they want to go is the Super Bowl. So
the only Rudolph I like is the one with the red nose that leads Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. Now, Aaron Rodgers would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be exciting. Sell a lot of jerseys, but
root for the story. For the story. We're in the journalism business.
But is he a broken down umbrella? Aaron Rodgers could be.
He still might be better than Mason Rudolph.
All right. Speaking of injuries and such, pitching problems for the Pirates all of a sudden in spring training. Spring training was going along great. Then all of a sudden, Bailey Falder had a little problem. Mm-hmm. He missed the start. Johan Oviedo wasn't able to come back. They thought he'd be in the rotation. But now the big one of the big three, Jarrett Jones, is shut down for the remainder of spring training. That's might be some cause for concern.
That's a problem. That is cause for concern. One of your big three has to be ready to go. Pitching wins at any level of baseball or softball. If you have pitchers, you have a chance. If you don't have depth in your pitching staff, you're not going to win. You take one of the big pieces out, now all of a sudden you have a number 4 or number 5 starter moving up to a 2 or a 3, and all of a sudden they have to carry that workload. They have to get those wins, and they may not be capable of doing that. If he is out for an extended period of time, and it's a long season, you want to make sure he's healthy because his future is bright. But they have to figure that out. They're going to have to make a trade to bring somebody in.
And it's Andrew Haney, the guy they picked up in the offseason as a free agent. He has struggled mightily so far in the spring. So some questions they got to keep an eye out for, though, is Thomas Harrington. Maybe he could be the guy that could sneak in and make the roster. He looked good the other day. He pitched 3 2/3 innings and looked to be lights out. One of their top prospects. And you still have Bubba Chandler out there as well. Well, the big dance, not Bill dancing with the girls, but the big dance, the NCAA basketball tournament.
Really?
Kicked off today.
I know you don't have one.
It says a perfect bracket. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm a mess already. I picked Louisville to go to the Final Four.
True story today in the newsroom. This gentleman comes walking out in the newsroom as Louisville. I cannot believe it. I'm already out of I'm in trouble. I'm done. 2
o'clock on the first day.
He had given up his entire tournament bracket right there. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm done. I'm out. It's going to be a long tournament for you, Don.
Louisville, right off the bat, they lose.
And then Clemson got
Then I start to get over that, and then Clemson loses to McNeese State, and they're playing. Their coach has already said, I'm out the door. I'm going to North Carolina State next year. I thought maybe they quit. Those kids played great today.
Speaking of
but it's I like the ACC, and
I know you do.
I think that's my problem.
But speaking of out the door, let's talk about our next topic on the opening statement.
Oh,
West Virginia. What a mess. First one out. I mean, here's the deal, Don. They had to win one game. They had to win the opening game of the Big 12 tournament, or they weren't going to make the NCAA tournament.
Against Colorado, who stinks.
They were the last rated team in the conference tournament.
That's STINKS, stinks.
So West Virginia has to be
stunk.
They have a 10, 11-point lead. They have 7 straight turnovers in the second half. They go on and lose the game. Then the governor comes out. He's going to launch an investigation into why they weren't selected in the – well, you didn't win at the right time. You lost at the absolute wrong time. And at the same time, North Carolina's winning some big games. So West Virginia, they blow that. So I don't have any sympathy for West Virginia. Now, I like West Virginia, but still.
And that's not the rest of the story.
No, it's not the rest of the story, because then the next day, the head coach says, I'm out of here. I'm going to Indiana. And then you tell me that they may have known that back in the regular season.
Let's just say that over the holidays, WVU and Indiana vacationed together. They were both at the tournament in the Atlantis.
Yeah.
And apparently, maybe that's where some people got the ear of DeVry, the WVU head coach, because he said, I give Indiana credit. They didn't bother me too much during the season. It's hard doing your current job when you're already playing tiddlywinks with the guy at your next job.
Didn't he redshirt his son?
His son, exactly.
Mysteriously.
3 days before it was announced that the Indiana coach wasn't coming back. So something's rotten in the state of, not Denmark, but West Virginia.
Oh, wait.
That whole situation right now.
Ohio State fans, this is fair game as well. Things aren't going that great for the Buckeyes right now. They can't make the tournament either.
I think it's like 3 years in a row now.
So, I mean, the two local teams that we follow all the time, they have to figure this out. They are two important programs nationally. Big 12 absolutely needs West Virginia to be good. Ohio State needs to be better. And right now, the governor needs to stay out of everything. Just go do your job. Do what you're supposed to. Don't worry about sports.
Maybe the governor should look into if Indiana was tampering with their head coach during the season, not whether or not North Carolina. I mean, and North Carolina showed out. They won the other night in impressive fashion. Well, that does it for our first segment. Let's hear it, girls, as we go to break. Have a little clap, a little cheers as we go to break. You're watching News9 Sports on the go. Up next, let's hear it for Rich Donnelly, the coach. We're going to talk Pirate baseball.
We are driven
to delight our customers.
by offering personalized design,
quality home furnishing,
and an outstanding customer experience,
all while demonstrating
the commitment to our team members
and delivering consistent value
to our customers and team
while making them feel at home.
Our values are customer focus, quality, integrity, teamwork, history, and heritage.
Come join the Ferguson family.
Support the Ohio Valley and shop local with WTOV 9.
Hello, Ohio Valley. I'm Smitty at Smitty's Floors here to talk shop local. That's right, stay out of the big box stores and support all your local small businesses up and down the Ohio Valley. Come on into Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, where we offer 12 months financing, interest-free financing, just like the big box stores. That's right, stop into Smitty's Floors, downtown Steubenville today and check us out.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
The Laborers Local 809 in Steubenville, Ohio has been proudly serving the community since receiving its trades charter on April 10, 1936. We're committed to providing trained, highly skilled, and experienced craftsmen to signatory building and trades and heavy highway contractors, ensuring top-notch quality and expertise in every construction project we undertake. Beyond the job site, we actively engage with our community. Together, we're not just laborers, we're the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and we stand ready to lead and inspire. For more, visit local809.com.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
Shop local, Ohio Valley, at local mom and pop shops like Smitty's Floors. I mean, they've got the best laminate flooring that you can find. Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville. You will be glad you did. Oh, there you go. That's some of that laminate. Boy, that's awesome. Also, Laborers Local 809. The Laborers Local 809, based in Steubenville, committed to providing highly trained, skilled, experienced craftsmen to building and trades and heavy highway contractors. Together, we're not just laborers. We are the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and that's the hottest place going on Thursday night. Yeah. It's the biggest cornhole tournament in the valley. You want indoor cornhole? This is the place to go. If you want to talk baseball, the legend, Rich Donnelly's the guy to talk to. Rich is here. Not everybody has a hat from a gold medal winning USA Olympic baseball team, but Coach Donnelly's here right now wearing one. Gotta love it. He's got a gold medal too, but we're not going to be. Oh, he's got his World Series ring tonight.
Yeah.
It's on. I didn't even.
Oh, you didn't even know. Did not even know. Well, let me. You know what? I had.
What's the sunglasses?
I had delusions of something there. I thought that was a P in the middle. But that was with the Marlins, not the Pirates.
It should have been.
All right, 1 week from tonight. Well, 1 day from today, next Thursday at 4, it's for real. The Pirates open the season in Florida, taking on the Marlins. Are the Pirates ready for prime time? Are they ready to get this thing going, Rich?
Well, they had a blow yesterday. Jared Jones came up lame throwing. They're probably not going to throw him anymore in spring training, which means he probably won't start the season. So they're going to have to figure out. They probably have a couple options, some guys in AAA. But some guys in AAA, if they're rookies, you don't want to start that 3-year arbitration clock too early. So what they could do is pick up another guy who's maybe not on the roster, or they could go to a 6-man rotation and start a reliever and make it a reliever game for that 5th game.
And that's what, for baseball fans that just want to see baseball, see what the best option is. Hey, that kid in AAA is sensational. Why don't we bring him up? That, what you just said, describes perfectly the business of baseball, because you can only hold on to these guys so long. And I also think when you have a guy for the Pirates come up lane, it's not as easy for them to replace him as the Dodgers or the Yankees, where they can go out and just we're going to scoop up a couple guys and see what happens.
Absolutely. Those teams, because of financial means, they have more depth in their farm system. They probably have guys at AAA for the Dodgers who could start for 25 teams in the big leagues. But on the big league team, they got studs. their 5 starters are pretty much all studs. So it's a different program. So the Pirates, it's a puzzle. They got about a week to figure out what they're going to do for Jones's spot. Looks like he's not going to be able to start the season.
I want to think, and obviously you've got Skeens, you've got Keller. Fulder, after not feeling well the 1 week, ended up his next start. Issues okay, so there's 3, but that's where you get concerned. And this Haney that they picked up has not looked very good.
Right, I can say, and the bullpen game sounds good, but if you say, well, we're going to do a bullpen game, you better make sure you have an off day before or after, because if you use 3 to 4 guys in a bullpen, then who do you use the next night if one of your starters gets knocked out?
Well, too, I think you want to look at who could be in there. Carmen Majinski is a guy that they kind of like that has done that. They brought Lawrence over from the Rockies, but I think they might like him more in a bullpen role.
Yeah, I'm sure tonight they're trying to figure out what they're going to do for that third game. They may move Falter up to pitch in the 3rd spot and then try to have an option for the relievers in the 4th and 5th spot. And like I say, they got about, 4 days to figure this out, because this was a blow you never counted on. Jones, they counted on him as being the 3rd-day starter.
Yeah, here's a question for you. You talk about doing a bullpen game, things like that. So let's say Jones is out. We move some guys up. Maybe there's a rookie. Are you setting – I know it's so heavily on the pitch count, but how does that impact your bullpen if they can't get to 5 innings? Early in the season when maybe you have to rely on the bullpen a little bit more. How does an injury like this affect those guys in the bullpen that maybe now that I have to come in an inning earlier, maybe stretch them out a little bit for an inning or 2 instead of just maybe a third of an inning in a situation?
I think your biggest fear as a manager, and I know Derek Shelton feels this now, when you pitch that bullpen game, you got your fingers crossed because it doesn't always work out the way you have it on paper. You go, well, Phillips, he's going to go 3 innings. Then Sloan's coming in, he's going 3. Well, how about if Phillips gets knocked out in the 1st inning? How about if Phillips?
No, coach.
2nd inning.
Okay. I mean,
how about if you're out there and on the 3rd pitch you go like this? And that's the thing. You're paranoid about it.
Now you've ended my career.
So you can never have enough pitching. I remember Jim Leland used to say, if you think you got a room full of pitchers, get one more, because you're always going to need them because of injury, or a guy may go out there and give up 6 in the 1st inning.
And not that long ago, we were talking about the pitching staff as a place of strength. If you had to make deals, but now all of a sudden that idea is shattered until everybody gets back on the right page.
And on top of that, another problem when you're pitching, which is their strength right now, if there's a dent in the armor, then your offense has to score more runs. And their offense right now is the question.
Well, without a doubt. A couple of things, too. We talk about that clock. So say Jones is out for a long time, half a season or the whole season. Thomas Harrington's a strong prospect. Bubba Chandler's a strong prospect. But you probably wouldn't see those guys till June. So maybe you're looking at a Caleb Ferguson that they pick up in the offseason. They got him from the Angels, I think, is a free agent. A couple guys like that they're going to have to use, because you're right. They're going to have to patch it together. Talking about that offense, do we still even – what's going to happen at first base? They sent Jason DeLay down, so it looks like Henry Davis, Cindy Rodriguez. Maybe they both make the team as the backups?
I was reading today. They both could make the club. Rodriguez could play first base and catch. Davis has had a good spring. Rodriguez has had a good spring. The only thing about him is he hasn't had the at-bats last year. So if in a perfect world, I'm not picking their club, but in a perfect world, they'd want Davis to be the backup, Rodriguez go to Indy, get a lot of at-bats, then come back. And on the other side with the pitching on Jones, if he takes off 2 weeks, you just don't throw him in a game.
No.
He got to go down to Indy, rehab, get those innings in before they bring him back. And then you hope he's okay.
Yeah, and you hope that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's, I hate to say it, might be the best case scenario right now.
Right.
That it's not a long thing.
I want to go back to Davis. Is it just me, or I'm kind of getting that vibe that this might be the year that he breaks out a little bit, and it's more than just, hey, he had a good 2 or 3 games, and he's back on the bench. He's struggling now. It feels like maybe this is that year where he starts to put it together a little bit.
Bill, I've learned over the years, sometimes these number one picks don't develop till later. Bart.
Yeah.
Bart, it was a number one pick. Why'd they get rid of him? He hasn't matured yet as a hitter. Now he looks like he's coming along good. I still think, I've talked to a lot of people, Henry Davis was a number one pick for a reason. He was one of the best bats, right-handed bats in the country. That talent does not go away. Sometimes you need to adjust to it. I still think he's going to end up being a really good big league hitter.
Now, too, the Pirates take a lot of hits from people, but I'm telling you, they got to get credit for getting Joey Bart for nothing. Okay, they got Bailey Falder for next to nothing as well. Those are two pickups that have turned out to be very huge. And a good lefty at PNC Park, boy, that's worth its weight in gold.
And by the way, they had the choice of any player in the country last year, and they just happened to pick the best, maybe the best pitcher could be in the big leagues this year. So they could have missed on him. They didn't miss on him, and they paid him, and they got him. Now we hope he can stay here.
And you never know, a couple guys, Caleb Ferguson, that they got on the cheap this year, Lawrence that they got from the Rockies, maybe one of those guys emerges. But I can't wait. 1 week from today, I'm ready for Pirate baseball.
I'm ready for Pirate baseball, ready for baseball in general. But you know what everybody is ready for this weekend and over the next few weeks? College basketball, the NCAA, the big dance, the men's and women's tournaments. And this guy, he had a son that back in 1992 on this very date, March 20th, he played in the NCAA tournament for Robert Morris against UCLA. Bubba Donnelly, we're going to talk to him when we come back about appearing in the NCAA tournament, what it was like to play against one of the storied teams in all the land, and maybe about knocking down a couple shots. So we've got that coming up on Sports, News9 Sports on the go. I almost said Sports Friday, but it's only Thursday, everybody. There you go.
The Ohio Valley's hottest event venue invites you to come as a corporation and leave as a team. With rooms to accommodate parties large and small, catering provided by the Goat House, 8 axe-throwing lanes, 12 bowling lanes, multiple meeting rooms, over 150 arcade games, 2 bars with the Ohio Valley's finest patio, 9 holes of mini golf. We put the team back in teamwork. Call Jesse at 740-346-3156 to unleash the fun with your team.
Hi, my name's Mike Nogay. For over 40 years, I've been using my courtroom and negotiating experience on behalf of clients injured in serious truck and auto accident cases throughout the Ohio Valley. When I take your case, you meet with me personally, not with a paralegal or associate. I give clients my cell phone number for weekend and evening emergencies. So level the playing field with big insurance companies and give me a call at my office in Weirton.
Does your bathroom or home need updating? Or do you know someone who has one that does? Let me tell you about Steel Valley Contracting's Refer a Friend program, where you can receive up to 5% cash back on any completed project referred to Steel Valley Contracting. Our bathrooms are backed by a lifetime warranty and a quality guarantee. Plus, we have in-house financing available for all home projects. Let us make your renovation dreams a reality. Call Steel Valley Contracting today. Steel Valley Contracting, part of the Cedar One Group.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Dinner with friends gets better with cooking up a storm. Seeking an adventure? There's always something to explore with the Wheeling Feeling. No matter if you're curious about breaking news or getting jacked up about the start of high school sports, reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are on every device. Experience more, know more with News 9 and the content you crave on demand.
All right, everybody. It is News9 Sports on the go, and it is Bubba Donnelly from Robert Morris University. Back in the day, played in the NCAA tournament, and not only put an early scare into the UCLA Bruins. That's the only way I can describe it, because I remember watching it on TV. Bubba, you came out, let it fly, knocked it down. Everyone went, whoa, this is the day. How exciting is it? As excited as we were for you to play against UCLA, to play in the tournament, how exciting is it for you? Because as fans, everybody's excited. You're thrilled to see someone you know playing. But for a guy that's in it, what is that like?
Well, first of all, it was a dream. I mean, I don't know how many kids growing up dream about the opportunity to play in something like that. I mean, it's like a fairy tale. And it's crazy because at the beginning of the year, I wasn't even supposed to play. I was supposed to redshirt that year. And after a couple of weeks of practice, they called me down. They're like, hey, you're going to play. I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. And then, but we were senior laden. Like, we had Wade Timerson, one of the best point guards I've ever played with. Meyer Walker, the greatest scorer in Robert Morris history. You had Joe Folletta, Ricky Cannon, Magdi Bilal, and then, of course, my roommate and former big teammate, Shelton Carney. I mean, this team was loaded. They had experience in the tournament. So it was like, oh, my, hey, let's go. We got a chance. Maybe we got a chance to do something, but it was really neat. I mean, what an experience. It's something you never even dreamed of. But early on in the season, it was funny because we had played, thank God for our AD, because he scheduled us, like, we got to play all the big schools. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
And like Marshall, now we went to USC, Florida State, and played all these teams. And it was just, so we kind of prepped us for that. And Long Beach State, we played them. We lost by 3. And I think Long Beach State lost to UCLA by like 9 that year. So we thought, oh, when we got there, we were like, well, we might have a chance at this thing. Who knows?
Now, what was it like? Because the smaller schools, basically, you could go 25-0, 30-0. If you don't win that play-in tournament, or not play-in tournament, but your conference tournament championship, you're not going. You know, it's like you're probably going to get left to the side. What was that like going through the final moments of the regular season? And then I can't even recall. I'm assuming in '92 you guys had a conference championship because I can't remember that far back. So what was that like to win that game and then know, hey, we're going to the big dance?
I mean, euphoria, like you never. I mean, you're so excited, but then at the end you're like, is this? It's like, is it real? Like we're playing on ESPN, which was we didn't. At that time, if you got on ESPN, that was like,
yep,
you made it. That's what it felt like. Yeah. But the crazy part is our semifinal game, we had played St. Francis, New York, and we were down. Like, I think, like 7-8 points with like 2 minutes to go at home. And I don't know how we did it, but we came. Myron went off, and we got lucky. I mean, we got in. I couldn't believe it. So we had an opportunity to play Marist in the conference final on ESPN, and we had a good game, thank goodness, and we played well that game. And but when it was over, I mean, when the crowd rushes the court, and you just stand there, it's like, is this real? Like, because you've seen it so many times, it's like, is this happening? And it was. I remember driving because after the game, I'm showering and then I go home and I drive back to Steubenville, and I'm driving back. I'm going, like, I can't believe we're doing. It's everything you could possibly, anything you can't believe. That's what's going through your head. It's like I just what a dream, So.
All right, I have to ask because we'll be talking to your dad a little bit later on News9 Sports on the Go. So, what was the first conversation like? Because I would imagine. And now get this. Today's date is 3/20/2025. When you played UCLA, it was 3/20/92. So we are right on the anniversary date, other than it was a Friday.
Yes.
But so he probably would have been at spring training.
Yes.
Well, what was the first conversation like when you had an opportunity to talk to him after the game?
Oh, you know what? He didn't even get to see it. That was the crazy.
Oh, really?
No, I think he was telling. Matter of fact, we were talking about it the other day because every time this time of year, it always comes up and you're excited to talk about it because it was just neat. But I think at the time they had got back from working out or whatever, and it was a 10 o'clock game, or they had a game, I think, that day. But anyway, they got back late, and he said, well, we got to find the game. And he used to room with Jim Leland. So they went for the game, and it wasn't on. And all he could do, I think, was just look at the ticker when he came up to see. And he was like, he couldn't believe we were down 4 at halftime. I do remember that. But, just telling him about what a dream it was. And I would tell him about the crowd. And, coming out, it was like we were the home team because we were playing at Arizona State. Of course, UCLA in the Pac-10 at that time.
Yep.
When we came out, it was like, I felt like it was like a roar when we came out. And then when they came out, they booed them. It was like, oh, neat. Booed. We're getting cheered. I said, that's pretty neat. So
that's awesome. Well, now I realize, because back in the day, and because I'm a little bit older than you are, and but I tell people all the time, there were only 3 networks. You didn't have all the cable TV, so he wouldn't have been able to watch it, because they probably would have had whatever game worked for that regional team, where here we could see it because Robert Morris was, Pittsburgh, just down the road from Steubenville, where down in Florida, they're like, we're not showing the UCLA Robert Morris game. So, but now today, with every game on seemingly every channel, that he would have been able to watch it. He did ask me to ask you this, because he said, you want to hear this story. Your equipment manager or trainer or somebody's out on the floor watching UCLA warm up, and they report back to you that you are definitely on their radar, because they say, the coach says, this guy can stroke it. He can hit it from outside. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember our manager. He was setting up, because we practiced after them at the arena. I don't know. It was like the day before or something. And he came back. He goes, hey, they were talking about you at practice. I'm like, well, what they say? And he was like, well, Jim Herrick, he was like, hey, now, they got this little white guy. He comes off the bench. He don't look like him. He goes, he can shoot. So you need to, when he's out there, you got to get on him. And I went, no, he didn't. No, he didn't say it. That was just, but I'll never forget that. I just had a big kick out of that.
Now, the question I have for you, your alma mater, the Bobby Moe, going against Alabama. Now, we talked, and Jordan, producer extraordinaire, everybody knows Jordan because she's in charge of the show. She's a big Alabama fan, so she says, roll Tide, even though you're here. She's over there, she's over there going like this, roll Tide. I don't know. I think it's a little disrespectful.
That's, what? The normal reaction would be roll Tide. Yeah. All it takes is them to have an off night, and for us not to. And good enough. They're good enough. They got a really good team. I just watched them play in the conference tournament. They're a really nice team, and I think they had a chance. They got a chance. They're outmatched, but you never know.
And that was former Robert Morris basketball standout Bubba Donnelly. We want to thank our sponsors. Ferguson's House of Furniture, offering personalized design, quality home furnishings, and an outstanding customer experience. Steel Valley Contracting. Does your bathroom or home need updated? Call Steel Valley Contracting and take advantage of their tax time refund special. From now until April 15th, receive 10% off bathroom or home projects. Bathrooms backed by a lifetime warranty and quality guarantees. Call 740-346-2500 today. And you are watching News 9 Sports on the go. Up next, the Sports Challenge, Bill Phillips goes dancing with the Steubenville High School softball team.
We are driven to delight our customers
by offering personalized design,
quality home furnishing,
and an outstanding customer experience,
all while demonstrating
the commitment to our team members
and delivering consistent value
to our customers and team,
while making them feel at home.
Our values are customer focus, quality, integrity, teamwork, history, and heritage.
Come join the Ferguson family.
Support the Ohio Valley and shop local with WTOV 9.
Hello, Ohio Valley. I'm Smitty at Smitty's Floors here to talk shop local. That's right, stay out of the big box stores and support all your local small businesses up and down the Ohio Valley. Come on into Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, where we offer 12-month financing, interest-free financing, just like the big box stores. That's right, stop into Smitty's Floors, downtown Steubenville today and check us out.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
The Laborers Local 809 in Steubenville, Ohio, has been proudly serving the community since receiving its trades charter on April 10, 1936. We're committed to providing trained, highly skilled, and experienced craftsmen to signatory building and trades and heavy highway contractors, ensuring top-notch quality and expertise in every construction project we undertake. Beyond the job site, we actively engage with our community. Together, we're not just laborers, we're the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and we stand ready to lead and inspire. For more, visit local809.com.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
And we are back. We are here at Seven Ranges Entertainment at the Ford Steuben Mall in Steubenville. It's time for the Sports Challenge. It's News9 Sports on the go. And right now, Big Red, the softball team is here, and they're getting after it on the Step Maniacs. Coach, now who do we have? Who's here?
That's Ava McCone.
Ava McCone.
Cadill. They're both freshmen.
And Isabel, two freshmen. Now they're showing me how to do this, and I have no idea what's going on.
Good luck, buddy.
I'm telling. Oh, you're not going. Tremendous. All right. Wait. Here we go.
It's a new record.
All right. Who's going next? You're up. Who's going next? You're up. So, okay, we got to go. Ready? All right, here we go. Ahead. Swipe it. All right. It's good. Cam, we're going to get him to dance again. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Step revolution. It's a step revolution. All right. Now, Coach, who do we have now? Who do we have?
Riley Zorney.
And
Amira Fogel.
Amira?
Yes,
Amira Fogel. Okay. All right. Riley and Amira. Let's hear it for Riley and Amira. Here we go. Let's hear it for them. Here we go. All right. Hit the button. Get it going. Go ahead. Hit it. Yeah, Pink Dinosaur. Let's go.
Okay, let's start.
This are you guys nervous? Yeah, this counts. This is for the championship. Right here. You guys got a lot of pressure. Cam, what do you think? Here we go. Look at the feet. Good shot of the feet. You gotta move the feet. Oh, you guys are doing the dance. Okay. Come on. Let's dance. Everybody here on the side. Let's go. Come on, let's dance. Back down. All right, here we go. This is it. You guys, they look confused. Jump in there. Somebody else jump up. Switch out. There you go. Let's just dance for the camera. Over here. Oh, no, you got to dance for the camera. All right, wait. Okay, you ready to say? We need to take a time out, but before we do that, let's send it to Don.
What?
Just say send it to Don.
Send it to Don.
There we go. All right. Good job, everybody. Good job.
I don't know what I just saw. I'm just glad that I didn't have to dance. Seven Ranges Entertainment is where we're at, and excitement knows no bound here in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Experience the region's premier entertainment destination, redefining fun with nonstop action and unforgettable experiences. Thanks to our other sponsors, Interstate Waste Services, a fast-growing family-led company committed to reliable, eco-friendly waste solutions here in the Ohio Valley. M&M Hardware, shop local at M&M for all your spring cleaning needs. And Mike Nogay, attorney at law for over 40 years. Mike has used his courtroom and negotiating experience representing clients injured in serious truck and auto cases throughout the Ohio Valley. If you need representation, give Mike a call today at 304-723-5711. You're watching News 9 Sports on the go. Up next, it's dinner time from the Goat House Bar and Grill. I think Southwestern salads are on the menu. We'll be right back.
The Ohio Valley's hottest event venue invites you to come as a corporation and leave as a team. With rooms to accommodate parties large and small, catering provided by the Goat House, 8 axe throwing lanes, 12 bowling lanes, multiple meeting rooms, over 150 arcade games, 2 bars with the Ohio Valley's finest patio, 9 holes of mini golf. We put the team back in teamwork. Call Jesse at 740-346-3156 to unleash the fun with your team.
Hi, my name's Mike Nogay. For over 40 years, I've been using my courtroom and negotiating experience on behalf of clients injured in serious truck and auto accident cases throughout the Ohio Valley. When I take your case, you meet with me personally, not with a paralegal or associate. I give clients my cell phone number for weekend and evening emergencies. So level the playing field with big insurance companies and give me a call at my office in Weirton.
Does your bathroom or home need updating, or do you know someone who has one that does? Let me tell you about Steel Valley Contracting's Refer a Friend program, where you can receive up to 5% cash back on any completed project referred to Steel Valley Contracting. Our bathrooms are backed by a lifetime warranty and a quality guarantee. Plus, we have in-house financing available for all home projects. Let us make your renovation dreams a reality. Call Steel Valley Contracting today. Steel Valley Contracting, part of the Cedar One Group.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Dinner with friends gets better with cooking up a storm. Seeking an adventure? There's always something to explore with the Wheeling Feeling. No matter if you're curious about breaking news or getting jacked up about the start of high school sports, reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are on every device. Experience more, know more with News 9 and the content you crave. On demand.
Welcome back to News 9 Sports on the go. It's my favorite part of the show because we get to eat. Now, viewers, we love our viewers, and we love our comments. The problem is they've been telling our guy Rick in the kitchen, those boys need to be eating some salads. So tonight we're eating salads, and Miss Bill Vanna Phillips is going to take the salad to the camera.
Whoa,
you're
got my
plugged in.
microphone.
There you
Hold
go.
on. After all that dancing, I just go a little carried
Yeah,
away.
it was a dancing bear, if you will.
That's right.
We got my man Rick from the kitchen. Rick, talk about this 100% healthy, low-calorie salad we have going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So just remember, for you, every time we bring something out, it has zero calories just for you.
Absolutely.
Just for you. So today we have the Southwest chicken salad. You have your black beans, jalapenos, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then you top it off with your tricolor tortilla.
Tell them about this deliciousness in the cup.
Okay, so you got your
Build it a little bit.
So you got your 4 ounces of our house-made Southwest Ranch dressing. It's got a little bite to it. You got your jalapenos and your black beans inside there for a little kick.
I'm going to go back and sit down now, everybody.
Bill, you need a lot of work for your Vanna stuff.
Well, you know what? She's a professional. She's a legend.
You gotta.
I just won the sports show, so it's all good.
You got to fill it.
And it wasn't a dance game.
There's
Yeah,
there's tomatoes.
Oh, you got your cherry tomatoes in there?
Yeah.
So you have your choice of grilled chicken or fried chicken. And today I gave you your fried chicken. It is a juicy 6-ounce fried chicken on top of your salad here.
You got the whole farm of vegetables.
Yeah, everything you can think of, you got it right here, right now.
Awesome.
Topped with your shredded cheddar.
Very nice. If you had brought the fries out for Don, they'd already be gone.
Well, yeah, I had to hold them off. I had to hold them off for this episode. That way, I have some left. Because he comes in once everything's all said and done. He's here before, after, and sweet fries, sweet sauce.
Well,
Now, what are some of the things coming up that we're looking forward to at Seven Ranges? As we go through the tournaments and MMA. And,
Absolutely. So right now, with March Madness just starting, we have a special going on. For $18, you get a 16-ounce domestic draft and 12 wings, your choice of sauce, for $18. All March Madness. We also have a buy one get one half off. If any game goes into overtime, we have buy one get one half off on any drink that you purchase during the overtime period.
Oh, all right. So you've got options to come down.
Absolutely.
And I can attest to it. Great TV screens all over the facility. If you want to watch the games, you'll be able to watch them. I'm sure if you made a request, okay, my game's not on, but there's a couple of televisions that we can put it on.
Absolutely.
Put it on, no problem. So if you want to come down and enjoy the NCAA tournament, Seven Ranges Entertainment. I don't know why I sit down. I mean, people, it depends. You go east, west, north,
all
south,
over.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just head to
So
the
any
Seven
game that you want, we can put on. As long as it's broadcasted, we can get it.
All right.
And you've got the UFC pay-per-views.
Oh, absolutely. We can't forget those. So all of the main card pay-per-view events, all the numbered fights we show in the Goat House, exclusively in the Goat House with full audio. We have a few specials for Easter coming up. I won't let anybody know the prizes quite yet. So we'll keep that surprise. We'll keep that for next week.
Now, my son, he came out for the MMA fights.
Oh, absolutely.
The other night and really enjoyed it. Had a great time. I was asking, he goes, everything was great. You could see it. There was a crowd. People were cheering. Everybody was into it. So it was a lot of fun. So,
absolutely.
We're going to tell you exactly what's going on. We're not going to say, hey, this is good and it's not. And I've got my own son telling me, that was a lot of fun to go for the fights and really enjoy it. So.
And they've got the best burgers in town.
Absolutely.
We definitely have good burgers. We use only CAD certified Angus beef meat on our steaks and our hamburgers.
Time for a timeout, Bill.
Is it?
Oh, no, it's not. Wait a minute. We've got an interview.
Yeah, we do. All right, here we go.
Yes.
I thought we were going to do that next segment, but what we're going to do, this is who we're going to talk to. We're going to talk to one of the best coaches in NCAA basketball, any level. The head coach, Ben Howlett, West Liberty University. He played there, scored over 1,000 points, over 1,600 points, averaged 23 a game. Comes back as a head coach. He has nothing but success, winning at an 857 win percentage.
Wow.
He is well over 250 wins. He got about 30 losses.
Wow.
So they have 30 wins this year. They're getting ready to go to the Elite Eight on Tuesday. We talked to him about the trip they're going to make and what's coming up for the West Liberty program. So, and what we're hoping for is a national title. All right, everybody, we're here with the head coach of West Liberty University, Ben Howlett, a man that is on his way to the Elite Eight with his program. And Coach, expectations now. First of all, congratulations on making the Elite Eight. But the thing that jumps off the page to me for a number of years now is the expectation at West Liberty is no longer, hey, hopefully we get in the tournament. Hey, hopefully we win a game. Hey, we get to the round of 6. We want to get to the Final Four. We want to win national championships. How important is that expectation to have at your university?
Yeah, I think it's important. And for me, individually and kind of selfishly speaking, that's kind of the pressure I want. I want expectations, here at West Liberty. And obviously they're very high. And we just don't expect to go to the NCAA tournament. We expect to go to the Elite Eight every year. And I think our fan base feels the same. And last year we were sitting at, I think, 26-7 has our overall record. And you got beat in the second round by Gannon. And it was kind of considered a down year for us. So many other teams would take that 26-7 and lose in the second round, but here at West Liberty, it's not good enough. And obviously this year we made it to the Elite Eight, and hopefully we're not done. We got 3 more wins in us.
And Coach, you mentioned Gannon, and that was a hurdle. You had never beaten Gannon until Tuesday night, but just from the highlights that our own Rob Metzger shot, I mean, it was a packed house. It looked like an absolutely tremendous atmosphere. And there were some runs back and forth in the game, but you guys came up with the goods when you had to have them. What does that do for the confidence of the team going into the Elite Eight? Okay, we finally got these guys off our back, and now we can focus on our next goal.
Yeah, and truthfully, since I've been a part of West Liberty now, which is quite a while. We've only played Gannon twice. It was last year and this year, so I wasn't part of the other 3 losses. And the game.
Coach, I like that. I like that. He was like, I'm separating myself from the other 3 losses. I have no claim to those.
Yeah, I don't even know when we played them last, so I'm not going to take any part of those. But I think the game itself was a really high-quality Division II basketball game. And you mentioned the atmosphere. It was second to none at our level. And not only did they show up, I thought they were very active, our fan base, and they were engaged into the game. And I want to give a quick shout-out to, the West Liberty students. They had a pregame party, and they came in droves here to our game and really affected the game. But the game itself, it was back and forth, and we got up 11 in the first half and let them back in. I think we were ahead by 4 points at halftime. And then once we went on that other run in the second half, we talked about it at halftime. Let's not let them back in the game. And our guys put them away when we went up double figures there in the second half.
And, Coach, you had a number of players recognized with the regional tournament team. DiAugustino, the MVP of the Atlantic region, 27 points in that game. Schuler, 22 points. Harper and Tinsley with 13 each. Warwood with 9 assists and 8 points. So it's not one guy. It's a group effort. And how would you describe, for someone that hasn't seen West Liberty play, and they're going to get their first opportunity maybe in the Elite 8, what should they expect? What are they looking for from this group out on the floor?
Hopefully a bunch of psychopaths are going to crank it up a notch. Like we are a very up-tempo team. We're going to try and pressure for 40 minutes. And from an offensive standpoint, we're going to play in transition and obviously shoot a lot of threes and try to get a lot of clean looks inside. But we're second in the country right now in scoring at over 101 points per game. It's a fun style play. It's relentless for 40 minutes. And we have 10 guys that actually get in the game for us right now. And that's the one thing this year that I think we're a little bit different than years past is we're very balanced. And if you look at our from a statistical standpoint, we have, I think, 5 or 6 guys averaging in double figures. So there's not really one guy you can key on just because we're so balanced.
And, Coach, one of the things Evansville, Indiana, I would imagine that is a place where you're hoping that those students, if they have the time, can make that trip out. Some fans make that trip out and get out there. What's that been like? The program's been out there a number of times now. What is that like? Is that turning into a situation where you do have an advantage because the fans will travel?
I think so. I think for us, it's always the first game where we're going to play at 3:30 on Tuesday, and a lighter crowd. I think if we're lucky enough and we're good enough to win that, I think that's when the fans will start showing up on Thursday, and that way, they can just take a long weekend. And if we win that, we'll play for a national title on Saturday. But for us, right now, we're just focused on one game. Whether there's two people in the stands or 14,000 people in the stands, we're going to play really, really hard and hopefully get a win.
And, Coach, this is the 5th, if I have it correct, trips to the Final Four, or hopefully to the Final Four. And there's been 2 championship game appearances. Now, going back, looking at you when you played back in the day in 2005 to 2009, 1,600 points, 23 points a game. Those are great individual statistics. And it just, I think the fact that you played at West Liberty, have come back and coached, what would it mean to you as a guy that, you have so many roots right there at the university to get into another championship game and to finish the deal? Not only for yourself, but I would imagine even more for your team.
Yeah, for the team and for the school. And this place means a lot to me. I spent 4 great years here as a player, and I was lucky enough to be the assistant coach here for 7 years, and I'm in my 8th year as the head coach. So still, relatively young, I guess, but I've been here a while. And again, the fan base here is second to none. We're a small country school in West Virginia, but this is kind of considered a basketball school now, and people care if we win or lose. And that's not the case at a lot of other schools. Winning and losing doesn't matter, but here, winning means something. And if we can somehow, some way get there, and not only get there but win, it would mean the world to me individually, and it would mean the world to this fan base.
So right now, Coach Howlett and Hilltoppers just 3 wins away from a national title. They have to take care of business on Tuesday in the Elite 8. Then it would be the Final 4 on Thursday, and then the championship game next Saturday. We wish them nothing but the best. What a program that West Liberty has put together. And Coach Howlett, of course, played at West Liberty, now the head coach, and has had tremendous success. So we hope they cut down the nets in Evansville, Indiana, coming up next week. Now, Don, it may be News9 Sports on the go, and you're not sure what you're necessarily going to get, but we always have our eye. We always have our eye on what we need to know. And what we need to know is that Kenny Pickett, the Browns' new starting quarterback, has some protection as they pick up an offensive lineman today. Tevin Jenkins, 27, drafted 39th overall by the Bears back in 2021. This most of his rookie season, they have signed him. So an offensive lineman, how good he's going to be, can he be the difference maker or one of them on that line? We'll have to wait and see.
Who would have thought 2 years ago that the 2025 Browns-Steelers game, the quarterback matchup, could be Kenny Pickett against Mason Rudolph? That was crazy. USC.
Both guys that were supposed to be the next guy after Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep.
The successors.
Yeah.
Well, you and I are both big USC fans, and I'm telling you, if you like the USC, this is the place to come. The Goat House, an unbelievable deal. The next big pay-per-view is a dandy. Everybody likes Volk, okay?
Yep.
Alex Volkanovski. He's taking on Diego Lopes. Michael Chandler. If you've ever seen Michael Chandler fight, he is Mr. Excitement. He's just like a Dustin Poirier or a Justin Gaethje. He's taking on Patty the Batty, Patty Pimblett. I think Michael Chandler's going to tear Patty Pimblett apart. Patty Pimblett's got the Conor McGregor mouth and talk and all that.
Yeah.
So he's fun. Bryce Mitchell, he's another one that's out there. He's tough. He's a grappler. Smitty would love him. He's out of Arkansas, taking on John Silva. Jeff Neal, Carlos Prats is good. Yair Rodriguez is outstanding. He's taking on Patricio Pitbull. That is a great USC pay-per-view card. And the thing is, you don't have to pay for it. Come here to the Goat House.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's no admission?
No admission, no cover, no fees, no charges. You come, you enjoy the atmosphere, the TVs, the sound, our specialty drinks, our bartenders, our staff. All of it together is just a great atmosphere that costs you nothing to walk in and enjoy what we got going on.
And tell my man Rick in the kitchen that Dawn sent you, but that'll be awesome. What's awesome this weekend? We've got the NCAA College Wrestling Finals, the national championships. Who better to talk about it than Mr. Wrestling, Mr. Takedown, Mr. Pin, Mr. Reversal? Smitty is up next. You're watching News9 Sports on the go.
We are driven to delight our customers
by offering personalized design,
Quality home furnishing,
and an outstanding customer experience.
All while demonstrating
the commitment to our team members
and delivering consistent value
to our customers and team
while making them feel at home.
Our values are customer focus, quality, integrity, teamwork, history, and heritage.
Come join the Ferguson family.
Support the Ohio Valley and shop local with WTOV 9.
Hello, Ohio Valley. I'm Smitty at Smitty's Floors here to talk shop local. That's right, stay out of the big box stores and support all your local small businesses up and down the Ohio Valley. Come on into Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, where we offer 12 months financing, interest-free financing, just like the big box stores. That's right, stop into Smitty's Floors, downtown Steubenville today and check us out.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
The Laborers Local 809 in Steubenville, Ohio, has been proudly serving the community since receiving its trades charter on April 10, 1936. We're committed to providing trained, highly skilled, and experienced craftsmen to signatory building and trades and heavy highway contractors, ensuring top-notch quality and expertise in every construction project we undertake. Beyond the job site, we actively engage with our community. Together, we're not just laborers, we're the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and we stand ready to lead and inspire. For more, visit local809.com.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
And welcome back to News9 Sports on the Go. And there's nothing better than the Titan of takedowns, the engineer of escapes, the notorious near fall, the pinner of pins, the pancake of pancakes, the slammer.
I like the near fall. It is
Smitty. We're going to talk about wrestling. I'll tell you what, about 2 weekends ago, it was on a Sunday. I had a blast, man. I'm watching the Big Ten championships, and then the ACC. Pitt had 3 winners there, all up in the upper weights.
Yep.
And then we had the Big 12 WVU 2 champs, including our man Peyton Hall. Peyton Hall goes into the finals of the NCAA tournament in Philly this weekend. As a 2 seed in his weight class, he's already got a win.
Yeah, Tech Phone, his first guy. Again, guy from Chester going to the NCAA Division I tournament, Tech Phone guys. That tournament is just loaded from top to bottom. That's as good as it gets, man. And Peyton Hall, he's qualified for that tournament every year. He's been at WVU. He's placed twice. Again, like you said, he's seeded second. He's sitting pretty good. It looks like he'll probably end up getting the Stanford guy in the quarterfinals that he's beat the last 2 times he wrestled. However, that guy did beat him last year at the NCAA tournament, but Peyton got his number now. So Peyton Hall, he's going to get in those finals, and more likely have a real tough opponent from Penn State, Messenbrink, who's defending national champion. But Peyton Hall is just so strong and just so lets it fly. He knows he's living in the moment. And just living his best life, and he's having an unbelievable career. And now he is the #1 career all-time win leader at WVU. I mean, kudos. That's unbelievable. So he's in the record books.
Career.
Amazing.
And Penn State in the early lead, Oklahoma State second. Of course, Penn State expected to go and win the thing. What is Penn State has just become the Titan of Titans of college wrestling. I mean, I go back.
It's Cale Sanderson.
And you go back. I mean, you think Bobby Douglas back in the day. I mean, Arizona State, Iowa State, and so forth. Iowa was a team for quite a while. Ohio State was awesome there for a few years. Now Penn State. They're just running away with it.
Yeah, it's 1,000%. And his assistant coach.
Everyone wants to wrestle for that coach. He's pretty good.
Well, and they spend the NIL on wrestling.
Yeah.
Penn State does.
Yeah.
And it's funny, if you look, Micah Parsons was a high school wrestler, and then he played football at Penn State, tried to talk about letting him wrestle and so forth. Micah Parsons gives a lot of money to that Penn State program, so they have real strong support. But watching that Big Ten tournament is kind of like, okay, I'm watching the finals, and I'm like, where's the Buckeyes? Well, where are the Hawkeyes?
Yeah, I mean, just to show how tough the Big Ten tournament is, Jesse Mendez from Ohio State, defending national champ last year, finishes 4th at the Big Ten tournament this year. Then he goes to the NCAA tournament, and he's seeded 3rd. So, I mean, that shows you how tough the Big Ten tournament is. Mr. Jaggers, Jeff Jaggers, he's an assistant coach for Ohio State. He was a 2-time national champ, but his senior year, he was ranked as low as 22nd. He got pinned by the Kent State guy. He got 5th at the Big Tens, and then he won it 2 weeks later.
Tell us about the atmosphere at the national championships, because when you watch it on TV, it's amazing, but you're watching it on TV, so you can't really feel it. What's it like to be there in that?
Your hair is standing up on your arms, man. It's literally the electricity in that place, in any arena, wherever they're at. Right now they're in Philly, and just like for the semifinals, and then the semifinals go in the middle mats, and then the blood round matches go on the ends. I mean, it's awesome.
Here's the big question for the Philly championship setup. So I know where the traditional famous Philly cheesesteaks are. They're not far. They're walking distance from the arena. So my question is, for a wrestling coach or wrestling guru, the over/under on the number of wrestlers that have been cutting weight or sitting at their weight. It's like, I'm done. I'm going to get a few of those cheesesteaks.
Yeah. They'll be definitely eating some good cheesesteaks, man. Those guys, man, the wrestlers are so disciplined, man. But they like to eat for sure. And before I forget, I want to throw a huge shout out to Ty McGeary from West Liberty. Won his 3rd NCAA Division II national championship.
Fantastic.
He's from West Allegheny. Awesome kid, tough as nails, and he got 3rd his freshman year. You know what I mean? 3rd, first. That's what a career. And Coach Irwin up at West Lib. The Valley's very lucky to have such good wrestling up at West Liberty. And Wheeling Jesuit is building their wrestling team program back up, and they've got some really good recruits coming in. So I'm kind of interested to see those guys wrestle next year.
Well, let's put a wrap on this segment by putting a wrap on the high school season. Cooper Smith, Brody Sokoch both made it to the finals. Great seasons for them. Let's put a wrap on this year as we look ahead.
Yeah, and Gossett from Union Local, he got second. Aiden King from Barnesville got second. Talia Gundrum.
Yep.
She brought it home for all the boys, man.
Yeah, she
Talia,
did.
man,
She did.
that was
I'll
our
tell you
Soul
what,
Valley
if
state
you're
champ. Talia, good job.
If you're driving down Sunset Boulevard, you see that billboard. There she is, and just looking like she's ready to take care of business. And she's taking care of business every time.
Yeah, Talia's tough, man. Ohio's got a lot of kids in that state. And, those were some good finals. And, Brody's match, man, it was a great match. I hope you guys got to watch it. It came down to that last takedown. Brody was in a great position. Head between his legs, double leg, head out back straight. And, when he came back down, that kid did a fast go behind. And that was the match, man. It was exciting.
Two great wrestlers.
Brody is a 3-time state finalist.
Right.
I had to remind him of that after that tournament because that kid was hurt, man. I felt so bad for him, but 3-time state finalist. Come on,
people
man.
don't do that.
Yeah, so Brody had an awesome career. Cooper did great. All the boys did great. Great wrestling season.
But here's the big question: what's going on at Smitty's? We don't want that box. We don't want that big box store. We don't want anyone. I need some flooring. John needs some flooring. Needs some. What are we doing?
I'm just gonna say it's the best flooring service you're gonna get in the whole valley.
Right.
I mean, next thing you know, there's a knock at the door and it's me, and I'm measuring and I'm giving you the total, and then you call my shop. Guess who's answering the door?
You.
You pull around back and you get loaded up. Guess who's loading? So that's what you get at Smitty's. I've been doing this. I tell people I know more about this business. I know 2 things. What do you think they are?
Wrestling and floors.
That's it. After that, I'm winging it, man. So
See that red and white?
Yep, time to go.
That means we're done.
All right,
We have to go.
It's been on for 3 minutes.
all right, time to wrap it up.
But hey,
when we
get to
come back-
Smitty's.
Smitty's Floors, downtown
Smitty's Floors.
Steubenville.
Tell me you want some outdoor carpet for the porch. I think he'll hook you up. Anyhow, the king, Scott Campbell, isn't here tonight. So when we come back, it will be the Prince, Sean Campbell, and we'll be talking lots
The
and our
Prince.
bits about basketball. I'm a wrestling guy. I don't know anything about basketball. We'll be back after this.
The Ohio Valley's hottest event venue invites you to come as a corporation and leave as a team. With rooms to accommodate parties large and small. Catering provided by the Goat House. 8 axe throwing lanes, 12 bowling lanes, multiple meeting rooms, over 150 arcade games, 2 bars with the Ohio Valley's finest patio, 9 holes of mini golf. We put the team back in teamwork. Call Jesse at 740-346-3156 to unleash the fun with your team.
Hi, my name's Mike Nogay. For over 40 years, I've been using my courtroom and negotiating experience on behalf of clients injured in serious truck and auto accident cases throughout the Ohio Valley. When I take your case, you meet with me personally, not with a paralegal or associate. I give clients my cell phone number for weekend and evening emergencies. So level the playing field with big insurance companies and give me a call at my office in Weirton.
Does your bathroom or home need updating? Or do you know someone who has one that does? Let me tell you about Steel Valley Contracting's Refer a Friend program, where you can receive up to 5% cash back on any completed project referred to Steel Valley Contracting. Our bathrooms are backed by a lifetime warranty and a quality guarantee. Plus, we have in-house financing available for all home projects. Let us make your renovation dreams a reality. Call Steel Valley Contracting today. Steel Valley Contracting, part of the Cedar One Group.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Dinner with friends gets better with cooking up a storm. Seeking an adventure? There's always something to explore with the Wheeling Feeling. No matter if you're curious about breaking news or getting jacked up about the start of high school sports, reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are on every device. Experience more, know more with News 9 and the content you crave. On demand.
Shop local Ohio Valley and local mom and pop shops like Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville. You will be glad you did. The Laborers Local 809, based in Steubenville. They're committed to providing highly trained, skilled, and experienced craftsmen to building and trades and heavy highway contractors. Together, we're not just laborers, we are the backbone of the Ohio Valley. Ferguson's House of Furniture, offering personalized design, quality home furnishings, and an outstanding customer experience. Steel Valley Contracting. Does your bathroom or home need updated? Call Steel Valley Contracting. Take advantage of their tax time refund special. From now until April 15th, receive 10% off bathroom or home projects. Bathrooms backed by a lifetime warranty and quality guarantee. Call 740-346-2500 today. And finally, shop local at M&M Hardware. All your spring cleaning needs. And the king of picks, the master of the spread, the whole thing, he's not here. That's the king, Scott Campbell. So the prince, Sean Campbell, is here. I was hoping the princess would come, but we'll settle for the prince. So have you been able to control your dad's ego with his astute picking and getting all this stuff right?
It's been pretty accurate, so it's kind of hard to control it, but yeah, we're keeping him under the roof.
Yeah, I mean he's got bling.
Yeah.
Smart your dad let you steal the lot for tonight.
This was in the back seat of his car. So
let's do this. So we've got Scott's picks. Now the three of us, you and Scott, we picked the Sweet 16. Sean is going to wait. He has the Final Four. He said, forget the Sweet 16. I'm not bothering with that. I'm going right to the Final Four. And he's already got it locked up, is what he was telling me.
Well, see, the Sweet 16, that'll be what happens after Sunday. So that all gets determined. The tournament started today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday night, we'll know the Sweet 16.
Scott's picks up there?
Yeah, so this is Scott.
All right, so Scott in the South region is taking Auburn, Michigan State, Ole Miss, and Michigan to make it to the Sweet 16. In the West, Florida, Kansas, Maryland, Texas Tech. In the East, Oregon, Duke, Wisconsin, and Alabama. That'll make Jordan happy. Illinois, Tennessee, Houston, and Purdue in the Midwest. All right, Don, who you got?
Well,
what do we think of Scott's picks?
Pretty good.
Okay, all right. We can't really say anything bad because he keeps, as Sean said, he keeps winning.
Mine are awful. I've already got two down. Louisville.
Is those yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Louisville, I'd gone to the Final Four. Clemson, they lost to McNeese State. So I'm not. I mean, we played half of half a day, and I've already got two teams out. So I'm not looking very good.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's my list for picks. We're going to go to the South. I can't talk about my picks when Don's stuff there. That's just not right. But anyways, so we're going to pick my picks and for the Sweet 16. Here we go. Bill in the South is going with Auburn, Marquette, Iowa State, and Texas A&M. That's a solid four. I don't think anyone can argue that. Florida, St. John's, Texas Tech, and Memphis in the West. East, Duke, Jordan, producer extraordinaire, Alabama, Oregon, and Wisconsin. Wisconsin looked pretty good today. A little tight early, but they got it done. Then in the Midwest, Houston looks really strong. Tennessee, Purdue, and Illinois. So when I should go 16 for 16, I think, with those picks.
That would be awesome. Now,
I don't think it'll happen.
What's your Final Four?
Final Four, I'm thinking.
So your dad's got to teach you. You got to get the mic way up there.
For the Final Four, I'm thinking Houston.
Okay.
Arizona.
All right.
St. John's.
Yes.
And the national champion will be Auburn.
He not only picked he not only picked the Final Four, he for extra bonus, like Emerald and Gosh, remember you go, bam, bam, throwing the spice on all his foods, as we just did, bam, threw the spice on the picks.
Well, rack this, save it, as they say in the business. So if he does do great, we'll save it. But the wonderful thing is if you don't, nobody will ever know. They'll never hear it again. So
the one team I might have missed is the Izone, Michigan State.
Okay, all right.
Watch out.
All right, watch out for Izzo, Michigan State. So if you're making a wager, maybe that's where you want to go.
I've got no Ohio State, no WVU, no Pitt. I've lost a lot of interest.
You're a man that doesn't know what to do right now.
My teams aren't in it. I'm just ready to go Pirates next week.
Where's that NASCAR at? Where's that NASCAR? And baseball's coming.
Yeah.
Baseball's coming.
Homestead, great race this week.
Oh, absolutely.
Blaney's good at Homestead.
Absolutely.
And finally, we'll wrap up tonight's show. If I come to M&M Hardware this weekend, this Saturday, it's the honeydew list, and I got to go do this stuff. What are some good things I can look at, some good buys? What should I do Saturday at M&M Hardware to get my spring cleaning underway?
Spring just started as of 5:01 this morning, according to Jeff Exline when I was watching the news.
Guys are going to know that.
So it's time to start thinking about mulching, getting your lawnmowers tuned up, your tractors tuned up, get everything in working order. It's not time to get everything going yet, but it's next week or so.
Here's the problem. You got guys like Bill, it's time to cut the grass, and all of a sudden he calls you May 1st in a panic. Hey, my push mowers aren't working. Now's when you do that.
Get it in now.
And I don't think a lot of people might realize that you guys do that. You guys could work on your push mower, your riding tractor, maybe even your weed eater.
Weed eater.
Oh, I will admit this to everybody. I am the absolute worst when it comes to threading a weed whacker. And I have brought it to the store after having it for a year. Go, I can't remember how to do this. And the guy, I go, all right, and I should remember, and I don't.
And the other thing, I took advantage of this, and boy, I paid for it for a while. But the rental, you guys rent a lot of stuff. I rented a jackhammer there because I had to remove some concrete. A jackhammer. That thing was heavy, but man, it got the job done. So, any other things that you might go to rent there that people might not be aware of?
We got some party items, some snow cone machines, popcorn.
Wait a minute.
Nothing to break the back.
And the man's renting snow cone machines. Well, I'm way off here.
Both ends.
Well, I do know this.
Both ends.
Pretty soon.
You rent a moped.
I said both ends of the spectrum.
Oh, both ends.
Break your back or make the kids smile.
Oh, there you go.
I do know this in a couple of weeks. You'll have the mulch and stuff out, but you'll start to put flowers out. You'll have that out in the parking lot.
Yeah,
I know that's very popular when people come by and pick up, gardening items and everything.
Here's how in tune he is. My wife, the last thing she said to me was, I hope you have nothing planned Saturday because you and I are going to go and pick up mulch.
There you go.
And the hardware man's on. The hardware prince right off the balls. Mulch. Absolutely. He knows the pulse.
He knows the pulse. And what we know is that red light means we're done.
We should have that other camera turned around so we can see the red light.
John, thank you very much, brother, for stopping by, sitting in for your dad. You did a better job than he does every week. I'll tell you what.
You don't have to go, but we can't stay here.
Hey, we have to say goodbye.
He's getting take him out. Take him out.
Hey,
there you go.
And we got to mention the shirt, the Zach Kalaris Redemption Tour.
There you
Winnipeg.
go. 2019.
Gotta love her man, Zach. That does it. Say goodnight, Bill.
Good night, Bill.